What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We have a new video today. This was a pickup that I came across at Walmart, which was a surprise because the Walmart by my house has nothing. It's always just depressing going in there. But we picked up the Friday the 13th, the New Blood Jason. Now, I gotta say, out of all the Friday the 13th, this one is definitely my favorite. This is definitely my favorite skin of Jason. I just think he looks just awesome and badass in it. But as always, we're going to start with the box. And as you can see there, we got some awesome little profiles of Jason right there. And I think this is probably going to be, let me stop it, probably my favorite pose that I'm going to pose him with. But, I mean, just look at that box work. Absolutely beautiful. I actually can't wait to pull him out and take him out of the box and take a closer look at him. But very awesome packaging. I'm so excited to have this. I've actually... Every time I've gone to Target and stuff like that, I couldn't find it. But luckily, it wasn't even the collector section at Walmart. It was actually down the toy aisle. So usually when I go to Walmart, I'll, get whatever I have to get. And then go to the collector section in the electronics. And then if nothing's there, I usually check the toys. And usually, they'll have, hidden gems throughout the aisle and stuff like that. And this was one of them. So look at that. Awesome profile of Jason. Let's see if I can get that. And then we got him in the box as well. So very excited to take him out. This is just a beautiful, beautiful figure. And I'm excited to see him. Because like I said, this is my favorite skin of him. Or version, whatever you'd like to call it. So let's go ahead and take him out. I'm excited. Let's take him. Alright, so here he is. We got him out of the box. Before we get a closer look at him, he does come with a bunch of accessories. So we do have extra hands, which hopefully you can zoom in. There you go. Well, kind of. There you go. We got some new hands. This one's like a closed hand. Will be to hold the bushwhacker or whatever you want to call it. So we got two closed hands. We have this bad boy here, which is, I believe it's called the scythe. So they're very cool. We also have an axe that he comes with. So this Jason definitely, of course we know he uses all these weapons in the movies. But it's pretty cool that they give you a bunch of different ones that you can use to pose him or however way you'd like. Everything in here looks pretty well. Nicely painted. There you go, we got this. Blood soaked. Right there. He does come with a whole bunch of accessories. Here we got the machete. Here we got a kitchen knife. And then we have this bad boy, which I can't wait to put them together with it, because this is probably one of my favorite kills in the movie. Very awesome piece. And then we also have an alternative mask that we can put on him to where the mask splits. So very cool. Whole bunch of different accessories. And he also comes with the alternate head that you can put on when you're screaming after the mask got ripped off. So very cool. Absolutely beautiful. Nicely sculpted, painted. The detail in this sculpt is just awesome. Look at that, all that rotting flesh. Yeah, definitely my favorite Jason. I just love the fact that he's like rotted and pretty much decaying. But there we go. Here's a closer look at him. And if you hear the fan in the back, I apologize. That's the little heater we got going on. But overall, this thing is freaking cool. I almost wish that they, well, I don't even almost. I do wish that they would come out with like an 18-inch version of this. I'm not sure if they had in the past. And if they did, I've totally missed it. But I think to get something like this in a 1/6 figure like the Michaels that Trick or Treat Studio has would be awesome. But I mean, this thing is just awesome. Look at them. Everything in there. They did really well. Especially at the legs, you can see the ripped up pants. You can see all the muscle, the bone, tissue. Definitely cool. And you know what? It's crazy because out of all the looks that he's had, like I said, this is my favorite one. I think if Jason was gonna look menacing and scary, this is the way he should look. Rotted. You can kill him, he doesn't die. Just keeps coming back and back. And just out of all the years of Jason being around doing what Jason does, You know, this is what I would assume he would look like. And like I said, they did really well with it. I mean, you can even see how they kind of had the depth of the rips and the tears in his pants. Look at that. Nice detailing. The depth is just awesome. And I mean, they got it going around all the pretty much the whole pant leg and the legs that they got going on. Even how we have the pants right there kind of ripped and torn going over the boot. Look at that. And we got those hands right there. We have the open hands. And then we do the same thing for the chest and the back and the arms. Still got the depth going on. Nice detailing with the painting, the rips, the tears. Very cool. And then look at, here we go with the back. Look at that. And he even got it to where it's painted with that nice little wet look. You can kind of see how it's glistening in the light as it turns. So that nice wet, nasty, rotten, decaying flesh going on. And then here we go. We also have the chain, which is pretty cool because it's loose. It's not like a sculpted with it, so it is loose. Let's see if I can stop this. So you can kind of see here, yeah, loose chain around the neck. And there we go. We get a closer look at the face. And the mask. Very cool. So I'm going to go ahead and take this mask off so we can see that face sculpt. And then I'm going to go ahead and pose him, and we're going to go from there. Very cool. All right, so here he is with the hockey mask off. So once again, that's very cool. Nice detailing. Let's see if I can, how good I can get it zoomed in for you guys. You can kind of see, if the camera will work for me, you can kind of see that eye right there on the left. And then just that awesome leak of the skull right there going on. You got the teeth, the mouth. Very cool. All right, so we're going to put the other mask on. We're going to see what he looks like with the half-torn mask. Yeah, very cool. All right, guys, so here he is with the other head on and the other mask as well. Now, the cool thing is that this mask does have a peg on the back where it would connect, the straps would connect, and there's a hole in this sculpt of the head in the back that you can just slide the peg into the head so that way the mask stays on there. But very cool. That's a nice effect. That's a nice touch that they were able to do with this figure, because, you know, when we're using the telekinesis or telekinetic powers or whatever, when it was happening to him, and it was able to rip and tear that mask away. So it's very cool that, because the peg kind of gives it that effect like that mask was just being ripped off or, you know, torn apart. And of course we have Jason, you know, with his mouth open doing his like scream or, you know, whatever, kind of reacting to the telekinetic power kind of hurting his head or whatever you want to call it. But that's very cool. It's a nice kind of like a nice alternative effect that you can have on this figure if you wanted. So very cool. I think that's pretty awesome. So, you know, props to Neca for doing that. But now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pose him how I'm going to have him displayed. Also, if you guys don't have, ooh, it's dusty. If you guys don't have the Neca display stands, I highly recommend you grab them. I've never had problems with them, and when I have my Neca figures that I have in the cabinet and stuff displayed, that's what I use, and it holds them pretty well. So highly recommend it. Like I said, he's standing there on his own. I mean, the peg's in his foot, but perfect display base, and it holds the character well. So highly recommend it. But let's go ahead, let's get him set up with how I'm going to have him, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so there he is. That's how I'm going to have him pose. One thing I didn't mention about this was that this actually spins, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is how I'm going to display him. And I just think he's absolutely awesome. And you know what? When I was kind of messing with him, putting in the different hands and posing with him, I got to say, this is probably one of the best Jason figures that they've come out with so far. I absolutely love it. Like I said, this is my favorite Jason out of the series, And one thing also before I forget, the chain around his neck is loose. So when you're switching heads, be careful. You don't want to lose the chain. But the chain does come off if for whatever reason you want to take it off. But I mean, absolutely beautiful. I love this figure so much. Just seeing him stand there with that is just freaking awesome. So shout out to Neca. Like I said, I think this is one of the better, one of the best Jasons figures that we've ever gotten, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And like I said, I hope, you know, maybe one day we get an 18-inch or a you know, a 1/6 scale, something new, something fresh, something they haven't done already, or just a better version. You know, we got some cloth figures that are really good, but I would love to definitely see this guy, you know, with real clothes and actually showing some TLS, you know, tender loving scare and all that good stuff. But yeah, very cool figure. Like I said, the sculpting, everything about this figure is just awesome. I haven't had any problems as far as bending the hands. They're really easy, so you don't have to heat them up or, you know, put them in warm water or whatever to loosen them up. I mean, the heads were easy to pop on and off. I know NECA sometimes is known for having their stuff break pretty easily, but it's actual durable figure, so very cool. And yeah, this is how I'm gonna pose him. I mean, he just looks awesome, and I mean, I can't say enough. You know, I think the one thing that I really like about this figure is, you know, the pants, the detailing on the pants, you know, the depth. We got the tears and the rips that are even coming off of the figure itself. They did really well with it, so very awesome. And the stand is holding him really well. There we go, we got the blade, and he just looks awesome. So I definitely recommend it if you guys you know, see him in stores and stuff like that and you're considering picking him up. Hey, I recommend getting him. Buy him. He's awesome. You're not going to regret it. Like I said, it's an awesome piece. Even if you don't really care for this type of Jason, I mean, if you're a collector, you're going to want it for your collection. But a very beautiful piece. Absolutely love them. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell. I'd appreciate it. We are almost at 3,000 subscribers. So, you know, thank you to everybody who's been watching, who's been supporting the channel from the beginning. I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you for, you know, taking this journey with me and, you know, enjoying this video. You know, like I said, this is Jason. This is one of the top horror icons. So definitely awesome by far. Very cool. All right, guys, and that'll pretty much be about it. So thank you for watching once again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Be safe out there. See you later. Take it easy.